Hey there, my name is Velma Garns. I'm also known as the Velminator. Today we're going to be doing some yoga. And so I just want to show you a couple of props that I'll be using. I have two different blocks or bricks, whatever you want to call them. As you can see there, they have two different thickness to them, but you're going to use the one that works the best for you. Okay, you've certainly seen these around. And the other thing I have is this strap. It's a yoga strap in which you can lace it through on one side to be able to form a loop so that you can do one-legged stuff like such. Okay, so in this video, we're going to focus on the floor yoga. So this is a beginner video, so we're going to stay as close to the ground as possible. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So if you can't come to a comfortable seated position, just like with your ankles crossed, then you can just kind of put one foot in front of the other, or you can stick the legs straight out, just like this, and try to relax here. There's going to be a little bit of work involved. I'll try to keep it relaxing. Or if it's really uncomfortable for you to sit on the ground at all, then you can put the yoga block or a yoga block underneath your sit bones, and that'll give you a little bit more room to be able to stretch, okay? So let's just start with a comfortable seated position. Start with long, slow, deep breaths. So give me a nice, long, deep inhale. And then exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Alright. So if you're still on that block, go ahead and stick to that. But I want you to extend the legs out in front of you. I'm going to get rid of the block. But extend the leg out in front of you, both legs. And I want you to focus on sitting with a nice erect posture, almost as if a string is pulling all the way to the top side of your head. If you cannot straighten both of your knees, just bend the knees to accommodate your flexibility. Breathe here for a moment. Extend all the way to the top side of your head. Try not to slouch. If you feel yourself rounding out, I want you to feel free to bend the knees. Nice, just a couple more long, deep breaths here. As you exhale, drop your chin down to your chest. And then inhale, lift that chin up. Exhale the chin to that chest. Inhale, lift up. Remember, bending the knees here if it's uncomfortable for you to accommodate your own flexibility. Drop the chin. Inhale, lift up. And then bring it into neutral position. Bring the fingertips out. Just let them touch. And try to focus on extending all the way up to the top side of your head. Almost as if you're hugging a big oak tree out in front of you. And I want you to open up to one side and then bring it all the way back to the center. Open up to the other side and then bring it all the way back. Open up and bring it back. Good. Open up and and then bring it back. So now I want you to reach for the toes. So if you don't have that, you can grab for your shins or whatever you can. Just reach, forward bend. Good, lift up. Inhale the arms all the way up. And reach, forward bend. And inhale up, reach, and reach out again for whatever you can grab. It could be your knees, or your shins, or your ankles, or your thighs. Wherever your flexibility takes you is totally fine. Nice. Lifting all the way back up, bending into your right knee, and just lift up and turn and twist. You can place your hand back behind you, bring the elbow to the thigh. Feeling super tight here. Nice. And release. And what we're going to do is switch the legs out. So bend up the opposite knee, lift up first, and turn and twist. Plant your hands behind you, or your hand behind you. Thinking about lifting up through the top side of the head, and then twisting. Good, exhale and release. Nice job. Now I want you to turn and face front. And we're just going to bring heel to toe, one foot in front of the other, like such. And I want you to walk the fingertips out to wherever it takes you. So if this is good enough for you and you're feeling a pretty decent stretch on the outsides of those hips, you can stay right here. You can go deeper than that, then you're just reaching out as far as you can. And release. And we're just going to gently switch sides out. Same thing here, reach out. Long, slow, deep breaths. And inhale. Good. Now bring the soles of the feet together if you've got that. And remember, you can always lift up your sit bones and sit on top of a block and then reach out. Trying not to take from the body what it's not going to give you. So we're not forcing anything. We're just trying to breathe long, slow, deep breaths. Into each stretch. Nice, and then bring yourself all the way back up. And we're going to start by lying onto our bellies. Good. Start by dropping the chin. Palms are facing up towards the sky. We're just going to relax here for a second. Good. Bring the fingertips right underneath the armpits, curling the toes under. And I want you to see if you can just straighten up the elbows here, keeping the tops of the thighs onto the ground. And exhale, lower it down. And again, inhale, look up and lift up. You don't even have to come up that far. You can stop right here. Totally fine. And exhale, lower down. I'm going to remove my microphone just to make sure that you can still hear me. So I want you to take the block, whichever block you're using is totally fine. And I'm going to hold it like this. And you're going to push out, drop the chin, and just press onto the block. hold and press. And I'm going to count to 3, and then we're going to try and lift the block off the ground. Lower body stays grounded. 4, 3, 2. I lied about the counting. And just see if you can lift the block up, keeping the spine aligned. Drop the chin, and exhale, lower down. You don't even have to lift it that high to be able to feel it. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, and lift. Exhale, lower down. Pressing into the block. We're going to try this one more time because you already see how challenging it is, right? 1, 2, 3, and lift. And exhale, lower down. All right, so just let go of that block. And you're going to take your right arm, lift up just enough to thread that arm through. So we're trying to keep our hip bones onto the ground and just threading it through. Breathing. And exhale, release. I'm going to show you a different way if you're able to come to your knees to do that one. In case this one, lying from the belly, if you just felt way too awkward. If you're able to, from the knees, you can do it like this and come from the knees, and it'll give you just a little bit more space to thread that through. I just wanted to show you that option. And you're breathing. And then we're going to switch out. Bear with me with the microphone. And then you're going to take your arm, thread it through on the other side. And you can take the opposite arm and reach over your head. It also gives you a really great mid-back stretch. And remember, you can also take this in a lying position, so you can also do it like this. Right? Especially if you have problems bending at the knees or putting any pressure on your knees, like in the all fours position. Alright, so now we're going to switch around and we're going to roll around onto our backs. Alright, so now you're going to need your strap. And I've left the loop in the strap. And I want you to take the foot and stick it in to the strap around the arch of the foot, as you can see. So if you have the flexibility, you can just grab your foot and do it like this. If you have that kind of flexibility. If not, no worries. You can just use that strap, hold it here, and pull it in towards your body as best as you can, right? And you can also micro bend the knee if you need to accommodate your own flexibility. And then straighten it back up to your ability, straighten it up. And then bend it. And then straighten. Nice. To your ability, they may look exactly the same to someone else, but as long as your mind, you're actually bending and then you're straightening, just do the best you can. Bend, straighten. And the more you straighten it up, the closer you're going to try and pull it in toward your torso. Straighten, bend. Opposite leg is out as straight, and we're trying to keep the back hip grounded. Nice, hold it here. Couple of long deep breaths. And then let the leg just lower down to the side. And again, if you can hold your big toe or you can hold your foot without the strap, God love you, go ahead and do that. But we're trying not to do this. We're trying not to let the weight of that leg pull us towards the side. We're trying to stay nice and grounded here. So that's why the strap is useful, for you to be able to just hold it out to the side there and give your body some leverage so that it does not, the weight of your leg does not pull you to the side. And you're just gonna hold it here. Breathe with it. And if this is the stretch that you got, this is the farthest you can go out, ain't no shame. Hold it there. Nice. Let's give it a couple of more long deep breaths. Because with each exhalation, you can get deeper. One more breath. Then bring it all the way back into the center. Nice work. And just lower it down next to the other guy. And then all we're going to do is just simply switch feet out. And we do the same thing on this side. So keep the opposite leg straight. And then you're going to lift this leg up. Remember, just bringing it close as you can. And we're going to bend the knee. Hold it here. And then straighten it up, whatever straight means to you. Just try. As long as you're trying, it's still working. Bend. Holding it here. And then straighten. Whatever straighten means to you. Good. Let it bend. And each bend, you're going to try and bring it closer in towards the torso. And remember, the base leg stays grounded. It's not lifting up. That's going to depend on your flexibility. And you're going to do the best you can. Bend. Nice. And straighten. Good. Bend. Remember, whatever bend or straighten means to you. And straighten. Nice. So, remember, if you need to keep it bent, we're just doing the best we can with whatever flexibility that we have at this moment. Let the leg drift out to the side. And remember, we're not letting the weight of that leg just let it, our bodies turn to that side. We're going to keep this grounded here as much as we can. And again, if you can do this without the strap, by all means, don't let me hold you back. Breathing into this. Nice. And bring it all the way back into the center one last time. And exhale, release. Go ahead and let that leg drop down next to the other one. And just rest here for a moment. And on your next exhalation, bend that right knee in. Lace the fingers on top of it. Draw circles with your toes. And then reverse the circles. Good. And bring that knee in as tight as you can. See if you can reach the bottom of that foot. And just hold. If you can't reach, you can take the strap and just pull it in like that. Even if you feel like your knee's like up here, but you're just pulling that strap in. Good. And then switch sides out. So bring the other knee in, lace the fingers on top of that knee, and draw circles with the toes. And then reversed circles. Nice. And then if you can, you're going to grab the bottom of that foot, or you can use the strap and come in through the inside and pull back towards the floor. You can also use a strap for this. Strap always comes in super handy. And just pull back. Nice. And release. Reach and point. Point your toes. And reach over your head. Reaching and pointing, pointing and reaching. And if you're anything like me, and you just want to take your Shavasana with a bent knee, and then use the brick or use the yoga block right underneath the base of your head, the base of your skull, and just bring the knees together. Palms face up towards the sky. Just relax. All right, give me a nice long deep inhale. And then exhale. And again, inhale. Start wiggling your fingers and your toes. Inhale. And exhale. And I just want you to roll over onto one side. Whatever side you favor is fine. Just roll to the side. Just take one moment here. And following your next exhalation, I want you to go ahead and come up into a comfortable seated position, whatever that means for you. Excellent job. Just close your eyes in that comfortable seated position. Place your palms together, thumbs over your heart. And namaste. Thank you for spending the time. I'll see you in the next video.